Welcome back to the Amazing Podcast. I'm your host, Alicia, and today we'll talk about the second episode of the series Mindset to help you to improve your relationship with money and to go further in your business. So if you don't listen, the first part on this episode is called How to Heal Your Relationship with Money. It talk about money mindset, but today we're going deeper and we talk about the relationship with your parents and how this relationship with parents can affect your finance, can affect your business, and can affect your relationship with money. As a child, we would like to have parents who that we see in the movie that make me feel secure, that need all we need, and we want to have that. Oh yes, my parents give me, love me, and take care of my emotion, take care of my security. But what happens when the role is reversed and you become the parents of your brother and sister? You become the parents of your parents, and you're supposed to wait for your brother and sister for school to go home to wash the dishes, to help to help them for their homework, and also to go to the school for them. And when you get older, you take more responsibility for your brother and sister. You raise them, you become the parent. But at the same time, when you become, when, as soon as you're growing up, you become kind of a second mom. Even you never give them birth. And every time that you want to go out or you want to take care for yourself and take space for you, your parents tell you, "Oh, sorry, you need to take care, sorry, for your brother and sister." So you take a role that you never had, you never want, but everyone puts you this pressure and feel like if you want to think about yourself and take time for yourself, people will tell you, and especially your parents, you say, is very selfish. So, and when you're growing up, when you become in adulthood, you are like, I never have a life, but you have this paradox. Do I need to have a life? If I think about myself, do I need, is it selfish? Because you become the parent of your parents. And if you don't take care of your parents, you are, I am bad, I am a bad person. Oh, I am not a good girl. Oh, I am not good. Oh, I am a bad children. I am not thankful what they did when they are child. That is mean towards me and give me food. That is role, but yes, you know what I mean. So it's called that you are the role that, oh, that you never want. You become the parent of your parents. So this is the parentification. So what is the parentification? Is occur when child take care on the emotion, responsibility, and sometimes finance from your emotionally immature parents. I don't put that when your parent is sick. It's really about when your parent is emotionally immature and put all the responsibility, all the emotion, all the finance on you. And it's a reverse role that can become that can have some consequences in the personal and professional life as an adult. And the child don't recognize the need because they are thinking that if I need to do something in order to have some validation, to have some love. So it creates some adults that don't listen the need, always put other for people, and they always are thinking, oh, I am not enough. And they take responsibility that they they take more responsibility than people tell you to do. That normally you are a child, you have a parent, but you take responsibility of your parent, and also you are a child, so you take your own responsibility. And it's often the older sister who becomes the parent to their brother and sister, but it can be also when you are a single family and they are single parents and the child takes the place of the spoon. Also, I say that it can be also the second child, the third child, or the last child, but it's often the older. So let's see, there are two types of parentification. There are more, but I want to focus on two. Is instrumental parentification, which is mean this is involve only the physical responsibility beyond the years. For example, I remember when I was teenager, I took care of my siblings, picking up, feed them, take care about their homework. I didn't go out without one of them. I didn't experience adolescence or I hope teenagehood. I don't know the correct word, sorry. And I have to manage meals and homework, and I need to be an example. I was struggle to think that about myself because I was thinking be myself, be alone, and thinking only by myself is selfish. Because my parents tell me don't be selfish, and you need to take care about all the need of your brother and sister. And also my brother and sister, I was them. I was kind of the second mom, but I never want to have a child. I 18 or 16. The emotional parentification, this is involved to become a family parent, is a child that suppress their own need, their own emotion to absorb the parent's feeling. They become the confidant, they become the one who asks for help when they have a problem. The child learn to suppress their emotion, their fear, their doubt, to be the emotional support for their parent. You can be both. You can be parental and instrumental because sometimes it can mix up. It's not just one way and second way, but in both cases, you will learn to suppress yourself and you learn to have resilience. And this one can have an effect between your relationship with money, and especially if you are an entrepreneur. And I can see that with a lot of entrepreneurs, sometimes you forget yourself, you forget your need, you forget what you need to do in order to grow your business, just to be sure that your role as the parent of your parent or your brother and sister is need before your own need. So the consequence of this is, first of all, you have a poor relationship with money, you are hyper independent, you have a savior syndrome, you have a low esteem, you're feeling that you are never being enough, you're overgiving, the fear of going against the family wish, you have fear of lack, you have a people pleasing, and a people you are the people pleasing, sorry, and you are the therapist of the family, or you are pushing back for your parents because I know what you heard sometime in your family. And this one you say, oh, I know that, oh, what you are acting this way, oh, sorry, I was, because I am translating in French, so it's not good. Oh, how you are not, how you are acting this way. I carry you for next month. Why you are selfish, why you don't give me that because you know I am the one who love you the most. Oh, what are you doing that? Because I wear you for 9 months. So you need to be, you need to love me. You need to act this way to have some extra validation like, oh, I love you. Or even if you don't have I love you, just to have people tell you that, oh, okay. Just to don't have an argument because they never say thank you to you. So how the parentification shape your money mindset? Parentification often shapes the person of money mindset, which reflects their beliefs, their attitude, and the emotional response toward money. As an adult, if you are the parentified child, you may have to have some money association with different stuff that you see when you're growing up. Is often affected, for example, there are two ways that is affected is you have hyper responsibility towards the money that, for example, the parentification child tend to grow up with a sense of the high responsibility toward money. He need to manage the bill, the budget of the family. They need to buy some food. So he is hyper vigilant around money. He has afraid to spending. He has afraid of lack. He's stressful when there's something that he need to pay, or he feel guilty if he need to pay something for themselves. Maybe it's better to pay for others without paying for them. Let's give an example. Laura growing up in the house with her parents struggled with financial money. By the age of 12, she helping to balance the checkbook and the budget of the house. As an adult, Laura continued to feel an responsibility to manage to have the perfect money. She is afraid to spend, so she saved every recipe, she tracked every purchase, and she's worried that she don't having enough to finish the end of the month. Even if she have a good salary, she can bring herself to spend money on things like vacation or personal track. She feels guilty each time that she wants to do something for herself because she thinks that is wasting of time, of energy, and money. She's anxious and she is hyper responsible, and she's still responsible for their parents' problem. She overcompensates and she's micromanaging every cent, and she's unable to relax or trust her financial stability. The second point is you have money equal security. And this one is the one that I fight because for many years I was thinking, oh, I need to have this amount of money to be secure, but it's not true because money is not emotional and you can be safe without money. You can be safe, or you cannot be safe with a lot of money. So money is not equal safe because you think that having money as adult as a long age is associated to have stability and safety. So you have this idea of control of over your finance can feel like if I don't have, for example, $100 or more on my bank account, I don't feel safe. So you don't sleep at night, you are insomniac, and you can have um, some um, some problem about your blood sugar, your blood flow, and you are stressed all the time, anxious. So, and you are very stressed about focusing to invest about yourself. You are so afraid of investing, so you limit yourself for wealth. The third thing is you have a scarcity mentality. When money becomes associated with emotional burden, as often that for potential child, is means that you are afraid of money. You have a scarcity, and I know I have also this problem. You can have multiple problems, and you might think that, oh, I don't have enough. I need to have more. I need to have more. And you are thinking that if you need to have a certain amount of money, for example, 1 billion, to feel safe. So you always are cycles that keep you in the cycle of fear around finance, and even you are scared. Even if you have a big budget, even if you have a big salary, you are already scared that maybe I don't have enough. If tomorrow I have something happening, do I have enough? So you always scared that you don't have enough. The fourth point is overworking as a form of validation. You hear the words that you need to work a lot to have a lot of money. Oh, money don't go on the tree. You have this word and you are thinking to have money, you need to have a high productivity, and you need to have a self work around financial gain. If you don't have, for example, 10K per month or even more, you are not working. So your worth is related to the money that you have. I already did this episode, but it's really connecting that it leads to burnout, frustration, disconnect with balance, and it's the people that work every day don't take day off because they're thinking, I need to gain money to be safe. I need to be money to have some validation. And this one is very, very important, especially if you are an entrepreneur. I see so many of my clients struggle with that. They make so much stuff so much complicated because they are thinking that they need to be perfect, because they think that I need to work a lot in order to have money, because how people can buy my offer if I do something simple. So let's do overcomplicate stuff. You need to understand something, that money, to have money and the quantity of money that you have is not related, but the amount of work that you do is for that you have some influencer have more money than some doctor. Is not that is not the same thing, but you can see that is not the same in the real world. That sometimes people who only work 3 days gain more money than people who work every day, and it's not healthy, especially if you want to have a balance in your life, that you want to have some time with your children or going to the spa or travel. You need to have take space to don't work every day. And the last part is your difficulties for delegation, especially if you growing up being the one that people ask you for question, hold for everything, be the caregiver, the fixer. You may have hard to trust others with financial stuff or professional responsibility, because delegation can feel like a rule and you may need to control everything, every aspect, especially if you are growing a business. And this one can limit yourself to scale your business if you don't like to delegate, to have, for example, so to have some virtual assistant or social media manager or other stuff, like can be like an account. So you need to understand that you need to delegate. So this one is very complicated, and this one can impact your business. Many entrepreneurs, many female entrepreneurs, sorry, have some issue because they are achiever, action taker, but struggle to balance between their personal life and professional life because they have that. They feel that, oh, I need to do everything by myself. I need to prove that I deserve every penny. They struggle to feel guilty for personal success because they are thinking, I cannot be more successful than my parents. They, they have the tense and they attract complicated clients who want to be safe or are so demanding for the money that you have. There's the fear of like, they overwork, oversharing just to have a form of validation, and they have difficulty of delegation. And I know that is very, very difficult. And you have two types of women: is the procrastinator, is the woman who struggle to do the still. At the end, it means that they have an idea, they say, oh, I will do the idea. She started and never finished because she overthinking. She need to be perfect. And also, sometimes it's not about that. It's because their family ask her for everything and she cannot say no. Or you have the other woman is she's successful but stressed because she is very successful. She attracts clients but she struggles to manage her finance because she think that she need to support their parents because they need, because she always fix everything. So I need to have more money to fix my parent problem. So she procrastinates about their own finance, and she's scared to delegate because she cannot say no. So her personal life suffer so much because she work a lot, and she often go to burnout because she's scared to delegate, and she's scared to say, oh, maybe I need to rest a little bit, because she's afraid that if I rest, I will don't earn so much money. So you need to work on that in order to grow your business. So if you want to have more advice about that, and don't forget to subscribe to my Substack to have the show note of this episode. But if you want to go deep, I offer one-to-one consultation to work on your mindset, especially if you struggle with that, and you can see that there are an impact in your business. This one is very important because people don't understand that sometimes you don't have a problem about your marketing strategy, you have a problem with your mindset because you don't apply what people telling you, not because you don't understand, it's because your belief that, oh, if I'm daily, if I, for example, you earn between 20 to 50K with 100 and you want to scale, you are like, oh, maybe I need to ask someone to help me. Maybe I need to have a team. But if I have a team, I have so much responsibility, and maybe they will don't do well like me, and you don't care because you're afraid, because you are thinking, oh, I need to work a lot, I need to control everything, because when you are shy, you control everything because you don't have a choice. So you need to really understand that sometimes you are your worst enemy, and you need to heal from that. So I hope that you like this episode. Don't forget to be on through. If you want to have more strategy, don't forget that your 5-day mini course can help you to attract high ticket clients. During this 5 day, you will get to personal branding, to content strategy, to find your product if you don't have one, to really attract high paying clients through your content. I attracted my client, especially high ticket, through my content because I understand my brand, I understand my brand identity, I understand my brand messages, and I understand my dream clients. I know what content I want to make it in order to attract my paying client, and I repeat the process all the time. So if you want to have that, don't forget to go to the description. It's totally free. It's 5-day courses. You will have an email every day during 5 days. And after, if you want to have more, stay in my newsletter because it's the best place to have some deep conversation that I will don't share on my podcast, but I will share with my private club that I call my membership. My is like a membership, but it's only free. My newsletter that is like a private club. That is the first step if you want to have some advice, some promotion, some what is going on in my life is the best place to go because each week you will have some affirmation that you don't have in my podcast. So don't forget to be on true. See you, and see you soon on the next episode.